We are making history tonight here in St. Louis, the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following is the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Introducing first, from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair looking to become a Triple Crown champion. Every title, every... And Byron, Becky Lynch with a very astute point. I rip off arms. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Next, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
To add to that, Michael, I talked to Becky earlier and I asked, are you nervous about this? She said, yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited than anything.
There's a big fight coming. Tamina, perhaps the most dominant superstar in this match.
And I guarantee she is not fazed by taking on 4 different opponents in a ladder match.
From the Pacific Islands, Tamina.
Mela is money, and she is as confident as ever.
Making her way to the ring from Staten Island,
Natalya, another superstar who walks into this match thinking she has legacy on her side tonight.
And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya.
Every last woman in this match has chased this opportunity so fiercely. This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch will climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase, become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history is being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be at a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase. Rapid fire Samoan drop. Up the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
Trying to grab it.
Seems to be struggling a bit up there.
Yeah, sweaty palms making this difficult.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms. Heart has to be pumping right now.
Needs to focus and pull it together.
We should probably go.
Tamina landing heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension. Her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream. Brutal boot.
2 fists full of hair. This can't be legal.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion. The tried and true method to taking anyone down.
Sliding into the ring now. And she's positioning the ladder perfectly in the center of the ring there.
What's coming next?
Ladders in position. Gonna make the climb.
She's reaching for it.
Slow and steady won't win the race in this situation.
Charlotte with a living window here.
Hands on the briefcase.
I have to move fast. Time is of the essence.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Game, set, match. This one's over, fellas.
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring. Working on the hook here.
I assure you, this is even harder than it looks.
Trying not to fumble around too much here.
Charlotte turns it around.
Slam! What impact.
Taking this fight back into the ring. Oh, what a leg drop.
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my, Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh, my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
Trying to put the ladder in the middle of the ring.
This is where you want it. Right place. Is this the right time?
The prize is in sight, but is it in reach?
Any opening could be the opening. You just have to go for it. Is this it?
Here we go for the win.
This is where steady nerves are a necessity.
Spin kick to the midsection.
Boom.
Not looking good in this position. And Tamina's confidence must be low after that attack.
Lips looking to secure.
Might tap here. Not that it'll matter.
Still has to hurt a lot, though.
Let's go over submission hold.
Not sure what she's got planned here. Oh, goodness. Blasted right into the corner.
Gentlemen, this is what I believe you refer to as unloading. Hooked up.
Fisherman suplex. And the announce table's getting ready.
That's not very fun sway.
That definitely says more chaos to me.
It's disrespectful.
Lynch lands hard ringside.
Uh-oh. Shot to the gut will break things up.
Super kick.
Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank? She has something better in mind.
Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win? Trying to reach it, trying to win.
Might be a little overzealous going for it here.
Too late to stop now, though. Tamina might have it here.
Are we about to see the first Miss Money in the Bank? That's it, Tamina has the briefcase. Tamina is Miss Money in the Bank.
The winner of the Money in the Bank contract and the first ever
member of this family.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous four-time champs and feel the power!
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the four-time tag team champions?
The following is a tag team Hell in a Cell match and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship and accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day.
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell in a Cell?
New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over.
This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing two super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
Tornado tag rules here, gentlemen. 2-on-2 as Kofi is going to be locked outside the structure.
Pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens.
So that's what it's all about, the tag team titles. Remember, this match is under Tornado tag team rules. 2-on-2 match with the pinfall submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell. No tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to rate.
The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
Two of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to...
The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment. Two
of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary. We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining the foothold.
Belly to belly. Vicious.
He catches Jimmy with a counter. Goes without saying, but a leg injury will hamper your ability to do just about anything. Oh, what a back body drop.
Was definitely not thinking about finesse with that one. Was only thinking about dominance. Down, brutal.
So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day had a unifying goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level.
You know, in basketball, they talk about super teams. Well, these two teams are the proverbial super teams in WWE. This cell is meant to contain all these superstars, but that's not to say this cell can't inflict right into the pin.
Oh my, how in the world did he kick out of that?
That's still a quick kick out at this point.
And down. Jimmy dodges out of that. Boom, nice. The champ has absorbed some damage.
Yeah, as Jimmy was staking his claim with that. Oh, across the throat.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around the waist.
Boom, what impact! Face buster plants it. Basement drop kick. Super kick. Good night. Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
Uso, Jimmy Uso splash. Will that be enough to...
Here we go for the championship. Shoulders are down.
Getting his opponent out of the pin.
Yeah, gotta wonder what he's thinking. Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure. And here we go, returning to the ring. All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love to...
Xavier Woods with an arm roll and a clothesline.
Got the cover, looking to hang on to the title.
The challenger stays alive.
He's still got more left in the tank.
Oh my God, a DDT! Spiked him.
Strong forearm.
Elbow drop. Counter. Right when it was Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell. And Jey Uso set outside the ring. And now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys. Kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just... changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these cover.
We're going to shut this down.
Somehow, someway, he is still in this.
And slides back into the ring. The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the late pin. Championship on the line. Just escapes defeat. He gets sent straight down to the floor. And the action is shifting now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell.
Didn't see that one coming.
Ouch. Uppercut connects.
Getting smacked in the head with a chair.
Swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment.
Oh, get ready. He's waiting for the perfect time.
From the top.
Pop right in the stomach creates the separation. Oh! A quick reversal by Jay.
And he now slides back into the ring.
Neckbreaker! Setting course to the top turnbuckle. Ooh! The challenger really struggling to avoid major damage.
The effects of the cell come for everyone. You can only stay safe for so long.
Xavier Woods connected with a good shot there. Kick to the body. And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash! The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That Hart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jay back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos!
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family.
Gentlemen, it's glow time!
I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home?
No, I cannot, Corey.
When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia.
Naomi certainly has momentum on her side, and as we've seen in recent weeks, it appears as though Bayley has at least a healthy respect for Naomi.
Well, so much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, and tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight in Saudi Arabia and for everyone around the entire world.
I asked Bayley her thoughts on this match, and she said, new country, same sheep. Bayley is nothing if not confident headed into this match.
Oh, and everything you just said is indicative of the new attitude, the new personality of Bayley.
Bayley has been SmackDown Women's Champion for a record-setting 279 days. She's won every title available in WWE. The NXT Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, the two-time SmackDown Women's Champion, a Tag Team Champion, a Money in the Bank winner. Bayley's accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beat Naomi.
The following contest, scheduled
For the first time ever, we have a women's championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight? Bayley versus Naomi. SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history, and tonight, she has the opportunity to make even more history.
And Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself.
We've said it time and time again. Naomi may be the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE.
Yeah, Naomi wants to depend on athletic maneuvers, while Bayley wants to be more methodical and fight a more classic wrestling style.
Ooh, on a flying forearm. Smash! Oh, kick right to the gut.
Bayley's being caught off guard by Naomi. The champ wasn't expecting such a flurry of offense from the challenger.
Perched up top. You gotta be kidding me.
The airtime. The fearlessness. What a ridiculous maneuver to the outside.
Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up the pace in this match, but Bayley's going to look to wear Naomi down.
Yeah, Bayley's going to want to slow down the pace. and let the adrenaline wear off for Naomi. Bayley can also turn up the aggression here in a way I'm not quite sure Naomi can match.
And Bayley is really being knocked.
Take down the superstar. Finishes with a bridge.
And the referee stops the count before 2.
Getting the shoulder up before 2 tells me the end is not near.
Byron, you've talked a lot about this change in Bayley and how people can't believe that this is the type of person she's turned into.
Well, it comes down to career frustration. Bayley is frustrated with her career progression, the way things were when she was hugging and smiling.
It's not about frustration, Sax. And it's about realization. Bayley realized she never got the respect that she deserves from the WWE Universe.
She gets put in the corner.
Getting lifted to the top rope.
And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the?
I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the challenge... was ready.
Well, the champion has to find a new strategy in a hurry. Boom! Rear view. Connecting. That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ.
No, we did it! We have a new champion!
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi!
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship has ended. The Glow era has begun.
Bayley was as aggressive in this match as she's ever been, but Naomi's confidence and athleticism were just too much for Bayley to contend with.
History made in the Middle East.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next 2 superstars in our showcase,
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Afonseca, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And at a combined weight of 603 pounds, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're...
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. And a combined weight of 645 pounds. Afonseca, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Afonseca clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone
There's the bell, and it's... The Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
He's reaching into the ring for anything useful. And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With the famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T, TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans through a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further. Up for the electric chair, down for the drop.
Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
Well, this is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows...
Has their opponent down.
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean. Camel clutch. Great way to break it.
Fancy there.
No! Face first, snake eyes!
Oh, and a stop.
Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now.
And he gets delivered.
Hopped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there. Nothing fancy here.
Backbreaker and backbreaker. What's Sika thinking here? Here we go.
Senton from the apron. Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost?
The headbutt to the gut. And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment. Expecting a bell to eventually ring. Oh, come on, just take it back in the ring.
Hold on a second. He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Big headbutt.
Uh-oh.
Headbutt.
Nothing fancy there.
Tossed back into the ring. I don't know what they're looking for here.
Those are folding chairs, but they can also fold you in half. Ooh, a direct headshot. Just sickening.
The Dudley Boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestler.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or a kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of a Wild Samoan headbutt from the top rope.
Devon, hoist to the opponent.
Saving grace.
That was the Dudley Boys showing the Wild Samoans what tag team wrestling is all about.
Lift off.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
Drives his opponent down with a Uranagi. I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
They for sure answer yes to every question that makes up a scary tag team. Yes, they're rough. Yes, they're tough. Yes, they will maim. Yes, they will hurt. And yes, they will not stop.
He's got him here. He's got him up.
And
nothing fancy here. Backbreaker. Oh, takes a big clean hit from the table. Headed back into the ring.
and gets sent right into the corner.
Huge splash.
His opponent keeps piling it on him.
Yeah, he could really use a miracle right about now.
Looks like he has something planned with his table, guys.
Oh, no.
Oh, stomping away. He's headed to the top now. Blast off. All the way down to the floor.
A gruesome landing. I don't know how you walk away from that.
Count. Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring. On the top.
Takes another trip to the skies, and it pays off once again.
He has to be in a world of hurt here.
They have tried their hardest to avoid damage, but I think the table might be coming into play sooner rather than later.
What goes up must come down, and it sure as hell did right there.
From the ring, his Devon.
2-on-2 tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo. And we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
Oh, that'll rock you.
If you're looking to cause quick, sharp damage, you can't go wrong with the kendo stick.
Corey, I've got to know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boys match, the match they put on.
Incoming. Sword came down like a lead balloon.
Oh, what a splash! Gets slammed down.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it would take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back. He's looking fairly drained.
The purpose of this match is to soften up your opponent before you inevitably put them through the table. And that's exactly what we're seeing here, Cole.
These superstars are ready to take this fight wherever it wants to go, even right into the announcer's area. It couldn't have felt good being chucked around like that.
Oh, my God. Agonizing.
Counters to gain the advantage. And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans through a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further.
He's been dealt a good deal of damage.
Up top, into the Samoa drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoa was just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there.
From way up, he's doing some dangerous redecorating.
I think the table really ties it all together. From the top, look out below! You gotta be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense. Wait a minute.
He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael.
The Dudley Boys came in tight, knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call it. Extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestling.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or a kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of a Wild Samoan headbutt from the top rope. Powerbomb!
This is not going to be pretty. Not there. Like that. And the Dudley Boys remain the kings of the tables match.
Here are your winners.
Here's the bell, and it's the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, taking to the Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans through a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further. Back suplex!
Corey, I've got to know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boys match, the match they put on the map, the match they're synonymous with.
Maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less wild, Cole. They still need to brutal on the top.
Diving double axe handle. That attack was enough to shake up Sika.
Devon Dudley causing damage and causing harm.
One step ahead there.
A very ferocious demeanor.
Flying
Through the air and connects.
No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Oh, with authority! He really felt the impact on that one.
Yeah, watching Sika aggressively work the opposition.
Coming back from the outside now.
Oh, heavy contact into the steel steps.
Wow.
Sleeper hold cinched in deep.
Breaks out of the sleeper.
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
Alpha never saw that coming.
Down with the doorbuster.
Picked up and being carried around now. Wear and tear of this match is clearly starting to get to him.
So far, this tables match has been just as brutal as we anticipated.
Ava and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
Ava facing a bit of a roadblock there.
Yeah, watching Devon aggressively work the opposition. Bubba cutter.
The Wild Samoans just took a bumpy trip to Dudleyville.
Broken up with a fist to the face. And he gets set back into the ring. And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something. Kendo stick impact. Agonizing. And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their...
Popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild.
And here we go. And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Devon creates an open.
Take off.
Oh no, went big and pays for it.
Crashing and burning in maybe the worst way possible. Trading counters here.
What a display of strength here. Great escape there. Down to the back of the knee. What a throw.
Ooh, well measured.
Oh, the shoulder claw. Look at this. Agony. In pain.
I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
They for sure answer yes to every question that makes up a scary tag team. Yes, they're rough. Yes, they're tough. Yes, they will maim. Yes, they will hurt. And yes, they will not stop.
It's tough. She could have a mouth for it.
Oh, runs right into the table.
I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a yard sale. Sent to the corner.
Trapped in the corner.
Oh, boom. Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
That table has on.
And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa has...
Here comes the A-Champ.
The following contest scheduled for one fall.
What? This place is shaking!
We never thought we'd see...
As we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa, as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we... indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
Did you see Melo's reaction when Sikoa's music hit? Hayes looked like he saw a ghost.
Solo's been saying he got next for the North American Championship, but that was a long time ago. Melo thought Sikoa was in his rearview mirror.
These two men took part in a triple threat for the North American title back at spring break 5 months ago. But they essentially canceled each other out that night, and neither man left with the title. Tonight, we're going to see who the better man is, and it will be the one who leaves with the title.
Got to be a tough situation for Carmelo Hayes here. He's up against an opponent he could never have planned for.
Oh, but there's a clear strategy, Cole. Solo Sikoa has an injury to his left knee. Solo had a brutal Falls Count Anywhere match last month here in NXT, and he just faced Drew McIntyre on SmackDown just a few days ago.
It's very unlikely that Solo's knee is 100% today. Melo needs to focus on further damaging that knee.
And he comes in under the ropes now. Oof. Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, heavy is the head that wears the crown, and Melo has the biggest crown and the heaviest head.
Melo has indeed proven worthy of said crown, but he's face-to-face with a man who has a seat at the biggest table in WWE.
Well, both men have earned their status thus far. That's for sure.
Watch out!
Senton from the apron.
Throwing all caution to the wind in pursuit of the title.
Connects. Saw it coming.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle. And now we're getting an up-close and personal view of this fight.
Solo now going up top.
From the top.
Diving headbutt.
Now Carmelo is feeling the pressure.
And the power of Sikoa.
And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right to the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trip Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside.